Okay, so this is a video about Native Africans claiming that ADOS don't have culture or that we're culturally lost, that we're or that we're ignorant about our culture. Okay, first of all, Niger Congo culture is not our culture. Okay, tribes in Africa, um, new tribes spring up all the time. Sometimes tribes merge, sometimes tribes disappear. When we were brought to the Americas, we became a new tribe and developed a new culture. So I'm not so we're not cult we don't we're not culturally lost. We don't lack a culture. I know plenty about my heritage. Okay? For some reason it's part of that thing where we're not allowed to have a unique identity. Your tribe developed as well. Why are we the group that can't develop into a new culture, into a new tribe? That's what happened. Okay, and then you're asking what culture? We speak a unique dialect of English. Any linguist will tell you that AAVE or Akata English is a valid dialect of English. So we went on to develop a completely new language, a new dialect of English. Okay, then we have Gullah English of the Gullah Geechee people. That's its own dialect, its own accent. Then we have Louisiana Creole. That's another dialect of English. That's something we've contributed, added to that language. There's Jive Talk. That was a popular way of speaking in I believe, the 60s and the 70s. Okay. So, what you call music a form of culture? Okay, every popular genre of music, almost every single one came from ADOS culture, came from the ADOS community. Spirituals came from the ADOS community. Gospel music, ragtime music. We're one of the main roots of country music. Blues, jazz, R&B, boogie woogie, house music, soul music, funk, disco, rock and roll, hip hop, rap. We have no culture, but Africans in Africa are rapping. You're expressing our culture. What are you talking about? Would you say dances are a cultural element? We've developed so many dances have originated from the ADOS tribe, from Akata. Voguing, hip hop dancing, break dancing, swing, tap, all those the Dougie, every trend dance, we produce a new dance every few years. I mean, several dances every few years. Would you say cuisine is a part of your culture? Okay. Soul food originated from our tribe. There's soul food restaurants all over the USA. There are soul food restaurants in Asia. Gullah Geechee food, Louisiana Creole food. We don't have a culture. We're culturally lost. No, we have a very rich heritage, actually. Would you say, what about religion, spiritual? Hoodoo. Hoodoo is a spiritual practice. Louisiana voodoo. Yes, voodoo stems from Vodun, but they're not the same religion, are they? We retained some African culture and made it our own, just like any newly developed tribe would do. Then you have ADOS forms of Christianity. You have the Baptist, you have African Methodist, you have the sermonic tradition. And then you're talking about style and fashion and garb and clothing. What about hip hop fashion? What about high top fades? How is that different from any hairstyle or clothing that your tribes produced? We developed into a new population and expressed our and expressed our culture in the same way as anyone else would. So stop grasping. We even have folk heroes, which are comparable to deities. We have John Henry. He's a folk hero. So we have a culture. How can I be culturally lost? How can I be culturally ignorant when we're bathed in our culture? Why it's our culture is one of the most replicated, emulated, transmitted cultures in the world, which you guys have no problem wearing and utilizing and expressing. But then you want to turn around and police us wearing Niger Congo culture when our distant ancestors were also that. But I'm not really worried about that. I don't have a connection to my far off distant ancestors' culture because US American culture is also my culture. So I have plenty of culture. Our culture is the most popular culture in the world. And we're even the ones who had to broadcast your culture in a positive light because your cities don't even have consistently running electricity. So you can stop saying that. You can say thank you for us producing the movie Black Panther, which showed your culture, our distant ancestral culture, our distant heritage in a positive light. You're welcome.